An apparent gas leak forces downtown Augusta residents to stay indoors. Details in tonight's news alert. Good evening, I'm Steve Couge. Tonight, Richmond County EMA and Georgia Natural Gas crews were trying to track down what appeared to be a gas leak in the Augusta area. But the crews came up with nothing. They were searching around the downtown area. NBC Augusta 26 News spoke with Georgia Natural Gas, and they said there was no gas leak. They responded to a call around 7 o'clock tonight about a suspicious odor, and as a precaution, Richmond County EMA urged residents to stay inside and avoid open flames. As of now, things have returned to normal downtown. Also in tonight's news alert, one man is in the hospital after a trailer fire in Aiken County. Fire officials say the fire started around 7:30 this evening at number 9 Aspen Court in New Ellington. That's right off of Williston Road. No word yet on the extent of the man's injuries, but the trailer is believed to be a total loss. Good after Christmas sales are likely to be getting even better. Details in tonight's Your Money. Well, it's been a busy weekend at area stores, and it could be getting even busier. Many are posting big bargains to make up for a slow Christmas sales. NBC Augusta 26 News reporter Dustin Blanchard found out for the real bargains, it may be best to wait.
The sales are officially on, with items half price or more.
Sales are pretty good. Actually, I'm finding a lot of bargains.
Anita Williams says she's looking for bargains wherever she can find them, and they seem better than ever.
A lot better. I've been able to actually go out and pick up things without scrambling through little piles of things.
Target manager Joey Bailey says the sales are big after a slower than usual holiday season.
A lot of people are talking about they're cutting down on how many items they buy. They're trying to draw names with their families to try to shorten how many Christmas items they have to buy.
He says things have picked up this weekend and Target is as busy as ever.
It was extremely busy compared to usual. Everybody's coming in to get everything 50% off.
But if you're hunting for a big bargain, it might be best to wait. Bailey says prices will go down further, but so will the selection. Atlanta bargain expert Clark Howard says it's worth that risk. He says expect fire sales starting January 5th. Williams has that in mind. She says she's going to keep shopping.
As the days progress, I'm sure the sales are going to go down on merchandise, so yeah, I am.
Even with a busy weekend, it seems like a ho-hum season for retailers. But that leaves bargain hunters pretty jolly. In Aiken, Dustin Blanchard, NBC Augusta 26 News.
While Aiken's Target stores tell NBC Augusta this weekend has been better than usual, it's not the case nationwide. Researcher NPD Group reported yesterday's sales dropped about 19% from last year. But of course, that could mean better bargains in the coming weeks. Friday night, NBC Augusta told you about gas prices dipping below the 90-cent mark in Aiken. Well, we just checked and gas is now even cheaper, coming in at 85 cents a gallon, if you can believe it. Several stations along East Pine Log Road are locked in a price war. Now that's after a new Sprint station opened up with very, very low promotional rates. The station can only sell below cost for about 14 days or another week, so you better fill up while you can. And what better way to celebrate low gas prices than trying your luck with the lottery? The multi-state Mega Millions lottery jackpot has jumped up to $37 million. No one has yet matched all 5 numbers and the Mega Ball, so if you're feeling lucky, go get your tickets for next Tuesday's drawing. New information tonight about a deadly accident Friday night. The Richmond County coroner tells NBC Augusta 26 News Dwight Higgins of Augusta died in the wreck. Higgins was riding in a car that ran through the intersection of Windsor Spring and Tobacco Road when another car broadsided his vehicle. Authorities say they will charge the driver of Higgins' car with failure to yield and contributing to Higgins' death. No word yet if alcohol played a role in the accident. More than 200 people were killed today when Israel launched an air campaign aimed at ending militant rocket attacks from the Gaza Strip. Now that's triggered outrage in the Arab world with calls for retaliation. Martin Fletcher has more.
The target, Palestinian police cadets at their graduation ceremony, but celebration turned to mourning. The Gaza police chief among the dead. Palestinians called it a massacre. It is the prayer of a Muslim preparing to die. About 80 Israeli warplanes dropped 100 bombs on Gaza today. The Air Force released this cockpit video. More than 220 Palestinians killed, hundreds wounded, many critically. It isn't clear yet how many civilians are among the casualties. No time for ambulances. The wounded were carried on corrugated iron. in private cars, on backs, and in arms. The worst one-day casualty toll in Gaza anybody can remember. Calls came from Europe and Arab capitals for Israel to stop. From the Bush administration, only a call to avoid civilian casualties.
We have asked and urged Israel to avoid civilian casualties. We want the ceasefire to be restored, but we understand that Israel is reacting to the hundreds of rockets that have been fired upon the innocent people of Israel over the last few days.
Israel's defense minister Ehud Barak had resisted calls to attack Gaza. Finally, today he said there is a time for calm and a time to fight. This is the time, he said, to fight. But he can't know for how long. Marvin Fletcher, NBC News, London.
New at 11, one historical black college has raised thousands of dollars to help pay their massive water bill. During a 4-hour rally today, Morris Brown College in Atlanta raised approximately $60,000 to help restore the water services. The city of Atlanta cut off the school's water services because the institution owed about $380,000 in their water bill. Unless the complete bill is paid off, the school will not reopen when classes are rescheduled on January 9th. School officials say they will continue to hold rallies and other events until they have raised the full amount. Courts in South Carolina are breaking the law. That's according to a law passed earlier this year. Under the state law, jurors are supposed to be selected from all licensed drivers, but South Carolina is only taking registered voters. Now, lawyers argue that with courts not following state law, anyone convicted by a jury could have an easy time appealing, or in that case, get off scot-free. Rain and melting snow are causing problems for residents in parts of southern Wisconsin. Rising floodwaters have created horrible driving conditions for drivers. A strong storm system dumped a large amount of rain on the roadways. Warmer temperatures and melting snow were also blamed for the flooding.
Now, your NBC Storm Tracker forecast with Rich Rogers.
And good evening once again, looking at a high 10% chance of showers on Friday. Jason Folk is here to look at sports tonight. Jason.
Yeah, man, Wednesday, New Year's Eve, but why wait till then to get your fireworks? They are already underway in Las Vegas as UFC 92 is underway in Vegas. 3 huge matches on tonight's card, including Evans' Forrest Griffin defending his light heavyweight championship against unbeaten Rashad Evans. That fight should begin within the next 45 minutes. One of those big fights has just ended as Quentin Rampage Jackson knocks out Vanderlei Silva at the 3:21 mark of the first round. In one of the undercard fights, it's Yushin Okami beating Dean Lister by just a decision. The other main fights of the night, Antonio Nogueira against Frank Mir and Griffin Evans, should be getting underway shortly. If anything changes by the end of the show, of course, we will let you know, Steve.
Oh, should be a good show. With the holidays drawing to a close, you may be left wondering what to do with your Christmas tree. And lucky for you, the Army Corps of Engineers wants to help you recycle it. Now until January 6th, you can drop off real Christmas trees at Riverside Middle School in Evans. Just make sure you remove all of the decorations before you drop the tree off. The trees will be used to attract fish in Lake Thurmond. Can't catch enough sleep? Well, you better think again before reaching for that over-the-counter sleep medicine. Next on NBC Augusta 26 News, we'll tell you what sleep drugs could be harmful to your health.